I'm talking about balls deep.
Balls deep, sexy.
God, yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Stop it, mate. I'm about to blow.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Oh, he said O.
Oh, you said alphabet wrong.
M, N, M, N, L, O, P.
M&M's.
Yummy. Someone
Melt-
say steak.
Melt in your mouth, not in your hand.
Get some big nuts in your mouth.
Ooh, just shout out to
Chocolate
all those
nuts.
nut allergies out there. Get some nuts in your mouth.
Don't, because after the week we've had on Twitter, by saying get some nuts in your mouth, we probably are having a go at people who have a nut allergy. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's-
Mitchell, how dare you? How dare you make some kind of completely valid statement based on empirical evidence in a tweet?
Mate, science and evidence doesn't mean shit these days.
Not if it's against an opinion.
No, yeah.
Oh, no.
Not when it's all broken down and just becomes part of the male agenda. We'll have to bring it up one of our next meetings.
Hey, before I didn't hear a thing you guys were saying.
What?
Mate, all that prep work. Are you serious? Like, I
did
mean,
prep?
I know we bullshit that we don't rehearse the show. We've just literally
we've had a break.
rehearsed the
Yeah,
show.
I mean, we just did the dry run for the whole show
Oh man,
and just changed
Do
the
my own
script where
dry
we
run,
need
if
to.
you know what I mean.
God, yeah.
No, I was
Mate,
just
I've been
on
in a dry run
Twitter.
for 6 months.
I mean, I've got a lot of social accounts that I've got to keep up to date with. No, Stargate Commanders tweeted. This is the actual one. They got a blue tick. On today's Fan Friday, we have a Stargate shout-out to all of the amazing Stargate podcasts that probably know more than we do about franchise, obviously. Which have you listened to? Hashtag Stargate thanks, hashtag Stargate fan art.
Oh,
And it's just a picture they put up with the Stargate Command emblem. Hashtag Fan Friday podcast at Gateworld at Get Into Gate. Coming in at
great
number 2.
podcast.
thanking you.
And the rest.
Hashtag and the rest.
I'll tell you what, we're at number 2. Hey, look,
Yeah.
jump onto their Twitter, even while you're listening. Jump
the
onto their Twitter
Gatecast.
and
the-
just tag.
yeah, the
Say
Gatecast.
at Get Into Gate. Tell them
Stargate
you're listening to
Weekly.
Get Into Gate. Spread the word.
If you can.
yeah, tag us in it.
How good's Get Into Gate or something along those lines. Or Maddie does shit accents on Get Into Gate.
No, Mitch. No. Bring it down.
Oh,
Bring it
this
down.
again.
Here we
Come
go.
on,
What?
come on.
What do we got?
I've got, well, you know.
You get
There's
some Fallout Boy, maybe?
No.
Fallout 4, Las Vegas.
Oh,
Hey,
Fallout 4.
For
No,
this
not Las Vegas.
episode-
That was
Fallout
3.
3.
I mean-
Oh, God, one of the great Fallouts.
Fallout 4 was amazing.
I mean, we've probably overused M&M's, guess who's back. So I thought, well,
Is there such a thing?
No, mate, we haven't.
I don't think so.
I thought given, I think what would work best for this episode is this.
Oh,
This is true.
especially with the haircut.
Oh, yes.
That's where I'm headed. He looks like a boy band member.
Jonas Quint.
Man, him and his girlfriend had the
Corky's
same haircut.
back.
Yeah,
Had
totally.
the same haircut. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
are you guys twins?
And who knew? Kelowna is now like the boy band capital of the universe.
God, yeah.
I mean, if you look
It
back
always
to...
was, mate. We just didn't recognise
The way
it.
they
Well,
dress
look
too,
back to
isn't
when
it?
we
It's
first
like
met him and he rocks up in like a vest. He's wearing like a vest.
Yeah, and a bum part.
Yeah. And look at him now.
A bum part.
Was that middle
When
part?
you have the middle part,
Yeah.
so if you look
So your head
down,
looks
your
like a
head
bum.
looks like a butt.
That's a hairy butt.
It's a hairy butt. Silky smooth hairy butt.
We are Getting to Gate. This
How
is
do you get your butt so
episode
smooth?
146. We are talking Stargate SG-1. And yes, we are talking Fallout Season 7, Episode 14. My name is Mitch. Joining me, the full Get Into Gate team. We got Maddie.
Yo.
We got Brendan.
Hello.
And we got Rhys.
Oh, g'day, guys. It's been a while.
It has been a while, and like we said last week, there was no way we were doing it without you guys here again because, well,
The fans wouldn't like it.
Well, that's true. And Brendan might have had this week off because of the content, but it is Jonas Quinn is back, so we couldn't do it without Rhys.
Absolutely.
No, I love Jonas now. I wrote that song about him.
Rock off.
Didn't you? You forgot about it.
Oh no! Well,
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
That'll...
I had to
I will
wipe
never
it from my
forget
own
about
fucking
that.
memory.
When I am old and senile, lying on my deathbed, that song will still be in my head.
We're going to play it at your funeral, Matty.
All right, let's crack into the old synopsis, and then we'll throw it over to our first timer, Rhys, and see what he thought with his old boy Corky back. Jonas Quinn returns to the SGC with news that the Quadria mines of Kelowna are not native to his world and are threatening to cause an explosion to the planet's core that will leave his homeworld uninhabitable. Can SG-1 find a solution before a catastrophe wipes out millions? Directed by Martin Wood, teleplay by Joe and Paul, story by one Corin Nemec. He's written himself back into the show, guys.
Well, no one else was going to do it, so I guess
Legend.
he had to do it himself.
So, Rhys, it's your boy. He's been replaced by Daniel the last couple of months of worth of the show. He's back. What'd you think of Fallout?
Oh, look, bring him back full time, I reckon. Kill Daniel off again. No, look, this was, I think...
No one is
I
laughing.
think Jonas... Yeah, it wasn't a joke, mate. It was not a joke. I think, yeah, obviously Jonas being back was the best thing about this episode.
I thought so, mate. Obviously the drill.
No, look,
that was the best bit.
I thought the palm scanner, right? The first shot right away, the palm scanner.
Boom, security. No, I thought they did really well tying in the whole storyline with the Nequadria, how that was created, why the blast, the Nequadria bomb that they let off, created
Caused
this
it,
whole.
yeah.
I thought that was really well put together, and then the rest was just filler. That's it.
Well, I found it started off good with the whole vein of Nequadria. But then it's like, Carter's like, oh, we need to get down there. And she's like, how would we do that?
Surprise!
By the way, we got a drill. That thing was called the Deep Underground Excavation Vehicle. I don't like that. I'd rather I got another
Mount.
Yeah,
for
what's the anagram there? The Duev.
Duev, yeah.
Duev.
I
that's no
prefer
fun.
the Deep Underground Mobility Plunger, the DUMP. So if you take a huge
dump in the middle of the earth.
down through the earth,
Yeah,
you can
go real deep,
you can get right into the lava.
and it was shaped. It was elongated,
It was.
solid,
Yeah.
straight into the
I'm
crust.
just thinking, instead of plunger, do you want penetrator? Is penetrator better than a plunger?
I did think
who
about
doesn't
that,
want
but-
that?
You know?
Yeah.
And that way you just, penetrating deep
penetrate.
with your dump.
Penetrating,
Yeah.
straight into the core.
But you can plunge also.
Yeah, it depends what day of the week it is, I guess.
That's a two action motion.
Depends-
That's in and out, in and out.
Depends
So-
what position the dump is.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah, that's
It's
true.
all about the
Depends-
angle of attack.
Yeah, how much power you want to use, you know?
You talk about filler. For me, it was. I think I enjoyed the Jonas side, the Gould that was still a Gould working for Bob, but was doing it for selfish reasons because that's what Goulds do. Hadn't told him about the Quadria side of things. So all that was cool, but then it's just a sort of cut, copy, paste business of the Colonans and that whole planet and their different governments just fighting over the same bullshit over and over and over again.
God.
Yeah, I feel like we've had 3 or 4 episodes of that already.
And they don't progress any
and
further.
they always come in
it's-
threes. They're always coming. There's always
yeah.
one from each place, and they're all still bickering.
And I forget who's who, and I forget that they're all even arguing because they're always standing so close to one another, and I'm like, oh, clearly they're all friends.
Yeah.
And I like the middle person to be saying something, and then the person literally with their arm around them and going, "Oh, is that what you think over in your country?" And I'm like, "Oh, you guys don't like each other. Can you get your finger out of each other's asses for a second? Like, back off."
Oh, my bad.
We need to show that we're unified. Let's stick together. Literally.
Yeah, that's funny.
Now, I don't want to send Mitch off on a tangent here, but straight away, they start talking about Thanos and the crystal.
Or Thanos, as they like to call him.
Thanos. Who doesn't love a
Yeah.
good Thanos?
Up the bum.
Up the straight into the crust.
Get into my magma.
I'm detecting a theme for this episode.
Oh, what other layers of the earth are there?
Molten core.
God, yeah.
Good hot magma.
I honestly didn't realize that. Is Thanos an actual god or mythos? Is he?
Must be.
I don't know, mate. You're telling the story.
I
You
mean,
brought it up.
I'm throwing questions
I mean,
out there. I'm
Google
just
it,
a
mate.
newbie. I've
fucking
never seen
Google
this
it.
shit before. I'm looking at you, pricks, for answers.
I don't even think I picked up on the Thanos business.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just.
Oh,
Did
we'll
you
have a-
watch it? Mitch?
Oh, I watched it. How could I not? How
have a
could I
listen.
tear myself away from the
Here's the
Colonel
guy
Civil
Yeah.
War?
Yeah, it might have been the Thanos, but yeah, have a listen.
Historical documents indicate that Thanos was destroyed in some cataclysmic event.
I am inevitable.
That was Jonas. That's plunging or penetrating.
He's taking the dump, sir.
Iron Man.
I was waiting for another. I am Jonas Quinn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
well, that was the biggest twist for me, is that when we found out Jonas Quinn was Iron Man. Like, that blew my mind.
I have no memory of making that. I actually had no idea how that was going to end, if there was something funny on the end of it.
So I totally bought into the fact that Jonas was like at that point when Jonas and his girlfriend kissed, what was her name? Something.
Gould girl.
Gould girl. Was that the first time they'd ever kissed? Because I thought for sure right at the start that they were together.
I thought
Yeah,
right at
right.
the start
They should have.
they were, twins. That was this long lost.
Jonas, why are you kissing your
Yeah,
sister?
why are you kissing your twin sister, mate?
Stop it!
All these years, like we've known
So
you've never
Kelowna.
mentioned that you left a sister back home on Earth.
Kiana.
On Kelowna.
On
Kiana.
Kelowna, this is how
Kiana.
we do it. It's hot.
Yeah, I totally bought that. But at the end when she's like, P.S. I'm a Gwaul.
P.S.
Can't you love me still? And Jonas is like, no, you're a Gwaul.
You're not a Tok'ra.
I was like, I thought that was pretty far-fetched.
Well, and that's the thing, because I think the writers might have stuffed up a little bit and written her more like a Tok'ra. Because have a listen to this.
Totally.
At this depth, the heat and the noxious gases would penetrate even a Tok'ra tunnel. It would be suicide.
I will go. My symbiote will protect me.
Aren't we talking to the symbiote?
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
You are the
she's-
symbiote.
You are the symbiote, love.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I think they must have just gotten too used to writing Jacob or something like that. And
Yeah,
just when
totally.
Jacob's always like, "Oh, my symbiote will take care of
As
it."
soon as she said that, I'm like, you've got the flange voice.
Yeah.
You're a Gould.
Yeah, I didn't even pick that up.
No, neither did I.
And I felt sorry for her when I thought that she had diabetes. She's injecting herself with a needle. But then
What was the point of that?
So Sam wouldn't detect her.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how they do they create that?
I didn't
I
think
don't
of
know.
that. I thought she'd been injecting it regularly, but yeah, that never occurred to me that she only that was the first
No, that
time
was
she'd done
heroin
it.
regularly. This was just every so often.
But yeah, I never thought that
squishy.
she only did it just because Sam and people from Earth were here that could detect the Gua. Because surely
Yeah.
Kelowna doesn't have Gua will detection
Yeah,
technology.
true, yeah.
Like they're so far behind us.
Well, we've said before that Teal'c can detect, right? But that's only when he had a symbiote. So
Yeah.
how would she know that? I guess Jonas told her that she was once a Tok'ra.
Yeah.
She's heard a lot about you.
That's a weird little
Right.
plan B to have in her back pocket that whole time though.
Yeah.
Like for
Very prepared.
potentially years to have had that sitting in her
Although
back pocket.
she would have known, would she have known that Jonas knew SG-1?
It's hard to say.
And then did he know her before he came and joined SG-1 or only since he's gone home, like the last 6 months or whatever it's been?
Yeah,
well,
since
she
they
said-
started that project
She
together
said you've never known the host before
before the Gwaul
before
was
the
in it.
gold was in it.
Yeah, like that person, Kiana, the real Kiana might not have been even like a scientist or anything, but as soon as they've sent
Yeah.
a symbiote out there, a Gould to
Yeah, I think she said
infiltrate.
there was a young scientist lady, and that's why she jumped into her.
Right.
Yeah, but
She would have just climbed the
Just
ladder
not
pretty
sure
quick with all that extra
Yeah,
Gould
when
knowledge
that
as well.
was. Because
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
Kelowna's been experimenting with Nicodria for a while. But I guess maybe only since the start of season 7 when Anubis found out about Nicodria, then Baal found out about Nicodria
Yeah.
because he was working for him at the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
And
Didn't
then-
they went there because they were wondering why Anubis was interested in that planet.
That
Right,
makes
so they
sense.
didn't know.
They didn't know why he was interested in the planet. They
Right.
just decided, oh, let's just go there. Send
See if we can
obviously
find out.
some random Gould there
Yeah.
who had the hots for Jonas. Kind of
who
didn't make
doesn't?
sense.
Well, I mean-
to me, like you have 7 seasons of the Gwaul being egomaniacs and just wanting everything for themselves, and then she just sacrifices herself. Like that's very Tok'ra-esque. There's no Gwaul that I've seen that has done that.
And she was upset. Well, I feel like that was her whole mission, or like, she wanted to get that Nicodria for herself.
Yeah, she was
You
going to
know?
betray Baal.
That was her motive throughout the whole episode. And then at the bottom of that Tok'ra tunnel, when she set the bomb, she's like, "Oh, I'm not going to make it back. Oh, my dynasty," or whatever she said.
Yeah, so
And she's like, she obviously wanted to be a system lord herself and create, but then, she sacrifices herself and then goes, "Oh, she really appreciated what you all did for her." And I'm like,
Hang on a
well,
sec.
are you a Tok'ra
Well,
or do you want to be a system lord?
Maybe she had some dysphoria, maybe because it's like, like Brendan was saying, like the Gwaul are so in love with themselves and so self-obsessed, and then she's with Jonas who looks so much like her. Maybe she got a bit of dysphoria and thought that Jonas was her, so by saving him, in extension, she's saving herself.
I think you've nailed it, mate. Absolutely.
That's actually what I was thinking. Yeah, that was the issue for me, is like the host who was taken over is like, yeah, she was a good person. She sacrificed herself for me. It's like she took you over for like a year or a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like, why are you forgiving for that?
Because she's dead.
Because there was only 2 minutes left in the episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's wrap this up.
We need to wrap this up
And,
quickly.
and rather than let like Jack and Jonas talk at all, we'll just have that scene instead. Did Jack and Jonas actually
Talk to each
have
other.
any lines to each other at all this entire episode?
Well, I'm thinking probably at the start, and I was waiting to see what their relationship would be like, because we get that opening, and then we get Jonas sort of pitching the story and the help that he needed to SG-1.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
right. In the
look-
briefing scene.
And he's
yeah.
at the top of the table.
Yeah.
He's given his spiel, and Jack's just sort of like, this.
He's like,
guy
why am
again."
I here?
Like he
Did
just
we get
couldn't
rid of
look
this
of
guy?
less interested, and even like Daniel, especially towards the end of the episode, he sort of walks up when Jonas is at the bottom of the ramp, just looking at the unopened gate or whatever, and he's just like, "Oh, do you miss it?" But Daniel had that look like, "You are gonna leave, right? You're like, 'cause we can only deal with you for like a couple of days. Now that I'm back, we really don't need you."
Yeah.
That's the main reason why they wanted to help them, is so the planet wouldn't blow up and Jonas would come back to Earth.
Yeah.
Team of 4, guys. Team of 4. No more, no less.
He could be on SG-11.
For a minute.
But I did start to think about that though, because I know we spoke about it on the episode last week, and you were speaking about it as well in the ahead of the tweet storm, Brennan. But like when we've been speaking about it for months, if Stargate did come back, what would it look like? And obviously, we want it to be a continuation, and we would like to follow it in a Stargate command type format where we could follow different teams or different people. Could, like, if they were going to bring it back,
Absolutely.
yes, Jonas. Would he lead
For
a
sure.
team? Would he be
Absolutely.
part of a team? Like,
General
I've always
Jo-
been.
I don't know
General
if he'd be
Jonas.
leading a team.
But let's like,
I don't know if he'd be leading a
like give
team.
him SG-16
He could lead
or
SG
something.
yeah,
You know,
11.
Jonas is back. Jonas is dead. He's gone. So yeah.
But no, I just found it interesting that like his whole sort of season arc through season 6 was like trying to be part of the team and get accepted from Jack, and he kind
Yeah.
of finally got that in the end. And they just didn't sort of have a moment at all.
Yeah, he
through
could
the
have just
episode.
been, when he came through the gate, O'Neill could have been there smiling and just gone, Jonas.
Yeah,
That would have been enough.
shake his hand,
Yeah,
tap, do the
yeah.
old shoulder tap that Jack
Yeah.
always does. Just
Yeah.
something would have been nice.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all it would have taken.
Is there such thing as a good system lord? I guess, in essence,
No,
a Tok'ra with technology, basically,
they're not
and
good.
an army.
They're annoying.
Well, yeah, I don't like them.
I was surprised the Tok'ra came through with the crystals so quickly and so easily. Like
Yeah.
that was a big plot point. Like that penetrator wasn't
Yeah, that's true.
going to penetrate without the crystals. So it's like, oh yeah, we'll hit up the Tok'ra for some crystals. Like if we wanted crystal, the Tok'ra would be like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
like,
need
oh,
it to
we want
save
these
your
crystals
lives?
for a different planet, and like, oh yeah, sure, here's a whole box.
Yeah, correspondence.
Yeah, exactly enough to make a kilometre with a single man tunnel.
Yeah.
And it's
Thank
funny because, like, that's a long way.
Yeah, it's so
Like
far.
she,
It's 1,000
she had
yards.
to climb down
Jump on it version.com.
1,000 meters.
It's about 1,000 yards.
Yars.
Yards.
Yards.
Yeah, it's good.
Yars,
I
quick.
think it's 1,000 meters.
Just roughly.
1,000 meters a
Roughly.
kilometer.
Yes, mate. You're not listening. It's also about 1,000 yards. F***ing hell. Jump on.
A yard is
Conversion.
3 feet.
Conversion.com.
It's not 1,000 yards.
What is it then?
No, it's less. It's more than that.
Yes, I said about. Oh, hang on. Just watching a bit of Heroes.
Weeks away.
The TV show.
Yeah,
the episode.
Heroes with Hiro Nakamura.
All right, for the first time in this show, guys, we're going to Google something.
No, I've got a conversion.com. Don't even worry about it.
Great people.
We can't do both. If you want to Google something, we have to unsubscribe from conversion.
Yeah, that's it. They'll be like
Yeah.
great people. They'll
And all
be
of a
so
And then we're going to
angry.
be stuck to like Yahooing instead. Like we're only going to be able to Yahoo stuff.
1 meter is 1.09
yeah,
yards.
so 1 kilometer is 1,093.61 yards, bitch.
Yeah, thank you.
It's closer to 1,100.
Wouldn't have thought that.
Fucking dumbass.
What I thought was interesting is that the dumper, the deep something plunger, whatever it was.
Dark side.
Yeah. At one point says
Penetration.
it
Penetration.
Dump
passed
penetrator.
through.
I just thought penetration was too much on the nose, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, Matty.
I tell you what, they're out of that last grab there, where she's like, can it penetrate a Tok'ra tunnel? And I'm like, that isolated? We might use that until the end of the podcast.
Hold
That's
on,
what I'm
mate. Just hold your horses on that one second.
Hold the phone.
What I thought was interesting was They said it passed through a river of molten rock.
Liquid hot magma.
Liquid hot magma. Passed through a river of molten rock, and that thing came out with not a scratch on it. And it didn't
Power to
jump
shields.
anywhere.
Didn't you hear, Carter? Power to shields.
We're getting up to 700 degrees or whatever the fuck it was.
They can't get close to a sun, but you can drive through liquid hot magma.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as what Mitch was saying about, isolating some audio from Kiana, there was something I noticed that I just, and once I heard it, I couldn't unhear it. So just have a listen to Kiana as she's penetrating her tunnel.
What's going on? They're in the dump.
Yeah, she's come out of the dump.
No, she's on her own, penetrating the tunnel on her own at this point.
So I think she's just sitting on the toilet, the big one.
Jeez!
I am in position.
I bet you are.
Wow.
God.
I mean, she's about a kilometre deep right now.
Oh, this is not good.
I think you fired 1,096
yards.
I'm hot.
Lord.
It's hot in here.
Need to wipe myself off after that.
Steamy.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, I did notice that. It's really weird when you're moaning and huffing and puffing with a flanged voice.
Yeah, I think the flange is what did it. It just kind of,
The director should have gone just a little less moaning.
Yeah, a little less porn music would be great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, I got different music if you want.
I love that you got this music ready to go too, Mitch.
That's on my playlist, mate.
Brilliant.
Just in case I want to do a slut drop,
Excellent.
What was that song?
Ride in my pony.
Nice.
My saddle's waiting.
Oh, I didn't even do that.
I was going to say, you screw up our flow now.
It's like Google Music.
Oh, look, we got 3:30 on this. Let's just do nothing except listen to Pony. Ah, shit.
There's a Patreon exclusive, us just grinding on each other to Genuine.
Oh, to Genuine this time. Right. No.
Not just
Genuine.
in silence.
Yeah, usually do it in the quiet and dry.
So no one catches us.
One thing I thought was interesting is I think the Colonians should have just split up onto 3 planets.
Yeah.
Like, that was something they brought up. Oh, we don't have time. Quickly, there's no time. There's no time.
Why did they need... I guess they want a planet where they can live for a bit. Is that why they wanted to go to Madrona?
Yeah, so that there's someone there to kind of like,
Feed them
wipe
and
their
shit.
asses and feed them and all that kind of stuff until they can get themselves set up.
Yeah.
Because it was such an emergency evacuation. They needed
Can we
time
take
to...
our gate? Oh, no.
No. Obviously not.
You'll have one there.
Can you imagine that the last person through?
We
just
want
like,
one each.
the last person through the wormhole like just tries to grab onto the side of the gate and pull it through with them.
And I was that boy.
But yeah, I feel like just because they're just so like petulant children who never learn, and there's still no kind of resolution by the end of it, really.
Well, the resolution is that it didn't blow up.
Well, yeah, but they all still hate each other. So I'm just like,
That's every world, mate.
just give them their own bloody planet each. Shut them up.
Well, I think in Meridian, wasn't we were saying that Daniel saved
great episodes.
millions of people when he sacrificed himself
Yeah, just in that little wherever it was going to blow up.
in Jonas'
In the bubble.
city. So imagine how many people you'd have to evacuate through the old orifice,
Through the dump hole.
through the dump hole.
When your main vein is ready to explode.
Absolutely.
Of Niquadria I'm talking about,
Yeah,
obviously.
gotcha, obviously.
Dangerous amount.
Obviously.
Yeah. Right up the shaft.
What I thought was interesting is this is we've spoken about it in previous Jonas episodes, but like his planet, they specify now that his planet is called Langara. We've always just
Yeah.
called it Kelowna, which is just like their country or state or, continent or whatever.
Yeah.
So what was it called before that? What was it called before Langara? Sure, the planet had a name. We've always just called it Kelowna.
Yeah.
But for
it
some
did have a
reason this
name.
time they just decided to go, oh, okay, the new name of our planet is Langara, but there's still the other 2 sort of continent names. And we've never known what the actual name of the planet was before Langara. And it's like, well, what was the point in that? What was the point in renaming the planet?
From a writing point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that was
and
weird.
then even from it didn't bring them together. I mean, there was that one guy who was like, "Oh yeah, it was chosen by a committee." For what reason? I was like, "Oh, that's really." It's like, okay, we're all gonna rename our planet Earth. For what reason? Like to bring us all together.
Will Smith.
Will Smith becomes president. I vote as a global citizen to rename our planet Earth.
And then when we
Hell yeah.
finally
And then we
make
put up
first
a-
contact with
yeah.
an alien,
Yeah.
he will be the one to welcome to Earth.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
have a giant sign
After
up,
he
like,
punches them directly in the face.
It's like that's how we shake hands.
That's how he does this. That's how he does this. Sort
Oh
of
my
stuff.
god! I was watching the Amazing Race Australia the other day, and
what
they
for?
and they go
You're the one
When
that
was
watches
this?
it, huh?
2003.
and they go to this this country. I forget which country it was, and the greeting there is these people spat in their faces, and that was like the traditional greeting. And I'm like, oh, they're having some fun with that.
Ace Ventura's
That's
been
Ventura,
there.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
One of the great countries. Great tourism.
Look,
ad,
this is
that
something
film.
else there.
I mean, that's the ultimate practical joke, isn't it? What's your national greeting? We spit in your face. Okay, do it to every contestant that comes here. Epic.
So gross.
Well, I got nothing else. I mean,
Me neither. This. Do we let Rhys know?
obviously,
I
this is
mean,
the
I-
last time we say
Yeah.
Jonas.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is it. This is it. This is the last time we see Jonas.
Bullshit.
Which is a shame because there's instances in future episodes where he would actually be really helpful. There is an episode towards the end of season 8 that it would have been, especially when they thought they were ending the series, it would have been a really great thing to bring him back, and they didn't. And I'm like, oh, that's a missed
They
opportunity.
could have brought him back for season 8.
Yeah, definitely.
They should have.
Put him in Atlantis. God's sake.
That would have been a good one, actually. Chucking him over in Atlantis. That would have been fun.
Put anyone in Atlantis.
I mean, they rolled through as many cast members as they
Guess so.
could through Atlantis, so I guess
Yeah.
they could have thrown Jonas a bone as well. But yeah, it's a shame because this is probably one of my favorite Jonas episodes, and not just because of his haircut, but
Well,
yeah,
I guess
me-
it's another example, I guess, of what you've said, where it lets Jonas be Jonas.
yeah,
So it's one of the few ones where you get to see him and Daniel, so he doesn't have to be a carbon copy of Daniel. He gets to be himself.
that's
Yeah.
it.
And a very
exactly.
different, like, yeah, when he did show up with that hair, like, that was like, okay, whoa.
Yeah,
This is
and
going
the-
to take me some time to
and
get
the
used
all
to.
white with the zipper
Yeah,
up the front,
grey,
and,
grey
yeah.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
oversized baggy pants.
Bargain
Yeah, and
pants.
white sneakers. I'm pretty sure he had white sneakers
Bojangles.
on.
It's time for the Get Into Geek.
hairy
mailbag.
I got an email here from Matt E. Just Matt space E.
Matty. It's you, isn't
Matty.
it? God, all right.
Oh, God.
I mean,
what
I'm not-
compliments does he give
Yeah.
us?
Says, first off, I would like to say how much I enjoy listening to your show. I'm always getting strange looks at the traffic lights because I'm laughing my head off in the car. Also, it's nice to listen to a podcast from Australia, as most are from the USA, and they pronounce words and mostly places in the UK completely
right.
wrong.
You're right.
So we're
You're
doing,
right there, Wales.
we're doing better than we thought.
I wonder whereabouts in the UK he's from.
Me and my missus were in a similar...
Wherever it is, they're shit at cricket.
God,
I'll
yeah.
take your word for it.
Terrible.
Me and my missus were in a similar situation to you guys. I was a long-time fan of the show and she'd hardly seen it. So on the 24th of August, we decided to start watching, and my idea was for me to listen to the podcast in sync. Unfortunately, this didn't happen. As of the week of the 6th of November, we have watched all 350-plus Stargate episodes.
Boom.
And I'm up to episode 129 of Get Into Geek. The good news is she loved the franchise as much as me, on par with Star Trek.
You added that bit.
No, that's in brackets. It
No,
says on par
you
with
added
Star
that.
Trek and then
You
the
edit-
smiley
you edited
thing.
That's
it.
one, Mitch.
On the subject of Jonas, I think he/Corin Nemec gets a shitty deal in the show.
Yeah.
Not to spoil it for
With you,
Rhys,
Matty.
there is even an episode of Stargate Universe where they could have brought
Well,
him
that's
back,
one.
but
Oh,
didn't.
close.
So,
No.
how is Stargate
Look on Matty's
Universe?
face was like,
I'm like, what? Also, I love the fact Matty is so good at picking at actors from other shows. I'll skip the next part. But I'm surprised at when
it's called IMDb, guys.
But I'm
Perhaps you've heard of it.
surprised
Get the
at,
app on your phone.
Yeah, Stargate Wiki. Every episode.
but I'm surprised that
talent.
when you all mentioned California Man a few times. I think he means Encino Man.
I think it's called California Man in some places.
Oh,
in
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like how Bad Neighbors is just like Neighbors,
Neighbours,
but not here.
Yeah, because you
we
can't
have
muck
the
around with
Neighbours TV show.
neighbours.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs good neighbours.
with a little understanding. That's when good neighbors become good friends. Oh, a little bit of Australiana there for you, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
Geez,
yeah.
I'll tell you what, our English fans would have
Oh,
loved.
mate, I love it in England.
God,
Next time, Seth. What's his name? Seth?
McFarlane.
No, the other
Roland,
Green.
Green.
Greens.
What other
Bad
Seths?
Neighbours guy. Seth.
Oh, Zac
We've got a
Efron.
guy called Toadfish, and he would be great in the next Bad Neighbours.
Oh my God, he's the Australian Seth MacFarlane.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Yeah, not
Joe
quite
Rogan.
as talented as MacFarlane. One of the Seths.
Myers.
Seth Myers.
Maddie
Satesh.
finishes. Keep up the good work, guys, and I look forward to hearing this read out in a few weeks. And also
Or a few months.
that they bring back a good Stargate show with the same tone and humour as
Absolutely, mate.
SG-1 at Atlantis to TV, as it's not the same without it, and it also wouldn't
Still
be
going.
well, he's about to give you a compliment, mate, so I'll just skip that and finish up with peace.
Give
Matt,
me a compliment. I
in
wouldn't have thought
brackets,
so.
What a power move.
I've got it right here if you
the
want me to read
Wookiee
it.
Whacker.
We've seen it already. The weed whacker.
The Wookiee Whacker.
Oh, the Wookiee whacker.
Oh,
Doesn't manscape, obviously. Nah, good on you, Matt. Thanks, mate.
Matty.
And welcome to the team.
We do
And the
often
misso.
call Mitch Wookiee.
that's right.
So if he's a
Yeah.
Wookiee whacker,
Mate, he's been whacking me off since day one.
Yeah, Matt. I mean, Mitch has been a Wookiee Whacker since he's about, 13?
mate, 7. Get real.
7.
17.
Have you seen his chest? Have you?
I've been a Wookiee waxer since I was
Yeah.
like,
Wookiee waxer.
Oh, and he titled the email, "What a great show, 5 stars."
obviously.
Matthew at Macca7000.
Big
has
Macca.
got in contact with us on the
Oh,
tweet.
no.
The
Big
Mac
Mac
Dog.
Dog.
Macca says, thought of you guys when I found this classic. It's a photo, and I bloody hope he bought it. It's a photo of an album, a music album, 20 great melodies and an hour of pan flute favourites.
Oh, yes.
Jesus.
Oh, give it to me.
One of the great albums.
Great people at Music World.
Thanks, Mac. I hope you didn't waste money on that, but
Oh, nice.
20 great
What I
melodies.
find interesting is, the title of the album is an hour of pan flute favourites, and then in big red letters down the bottom says, contains approximately 50 minutes of music.
60 minutes,
Oh,
it
is
says.
it? Oh, it's a bit blurry. Oh, that's better then.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Neil Johns has got in contact with us on Patreon. He says, just finished my 5th and 6th re-listens.
Oh, Lord.
Of what?
In brackets, I know I have a problem,
this.
obviously.
Well,
And
unless
I-
he's like Mitch and he just listens to the show in the car, like plays Stargate on his phone and just listens to it like it's an audio commentary in the car.
All right.
Sound is half the visual experience.
Yeah. He got 10
Oh,
hards when he was
where's the
listening to
pamphlet?
Old Love travel through the 1 kilometre Tokra tunnel. Neil says, I know I have a problem. And I noticed something that was brought up in episode 131, Memento, that got me wondering. Could the ring platform added to the Prometheus be the same platform that was being dug up and studied at the beginning of The Other Guys? If so, I've got 14 hards right now.
That's hard.
That's not bad. Was Other Guys before or after Prometheus? It's before, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
because the rings that they had in that, what was it, the Hatak that they had, obviously got ringed out and flew away. And that's the only ones they had access to.
I mean, unless they pulled it from that ship that we stole, the cargo ship. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the one that ringed down and lost the rings in midair, right?
Yeah, but that was this season, though.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one from season 4, maybe.
So yeah, yes, hands up for yes. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, they
Oh,
definitely
lock it in.
are.
Bang.
Chuck it up to 15 hards, Neil Johns. It's a yes. Absolutely fantastic 5-star review on Apple Podcasts by
Amando.
Amando. It's Amando in Australia, mate. Amando
Amando.
M99. Amando M99 from the United States of America. Is it a coincidence that the two best podcasts in existence are watching and reviewing the two best sci-fi series of all time, Trek and Gate? I don't think Gibson Brothers do review
you guys,
Trek.
I don't think you have ever
Don't think
reviewed
so, no.
Star
That's
Trek.
weird.
Yeah.
Not top two then. Who cares? Just go give it a listen. I was pointed towards these guys from a fellow fan of the other best podcast, a Trek podcast. That's two,
It
Amando.
must be being ironic there somehow. I don't understand.
And
That's all
thank
pretty genuine.
Thank Apophis for that. I love these guys. Absolutely brilliant. Keep the Trek references coming, Maddie. Well, that's three.
Will do, sir.
That's three.
The line has to be drawn here. This far and no further.
Oh,
And he was
sorry,
so close to the
Armando.
end as
Yeah,
well.
it was a really good review. Apart from all
Don't
the
assume
Trek
gender,
stuff.
Mitch.
That's unfortunate.
But thanks, Amando.
You're right.
M99.
Like, I can't even assume even when man is part of his name. I mean, I was going to call him a dude bro, M99, but
Dude,
Dude,
bro.
bro.
One of the great names.
One of the great Twitter feuds.
Last one here, 5-star review. One of the best podcasts around. This is on iTunes from the Hirsch VT from the United States. One of the great states.
Sounds like some kind of medical condition. Oh, I've got the Hertz
I've had that
VT
before,
again.
yeah. The
Oh,
old
Hertz
Hirsch
VT?
VT again.
Jeez.
Jesus. Hey, Doc, check out this.
I'm not getting any signal. Try Hertz VT.
The only thing better than binging Stargate episodes is listening to these hilarious guys talk
Stop it.
about each episode and offer a lot of good background info on the actors, production, and the show in general. Totally worth your time if you like to laugh. Keep up the great work, guys. Thanks for the smiles. Oh, thank you, Hirsch.
Thank you, Hertz TV. One of the V's.
Hurts TV.
VT, but we'll go with that. It's time to find out if Rhys has been paying attention. All right.
Oh,
5
shit.
questions.
It's been a while.
30
Been a
seconds.
while.
Your time starts after the first question.
All right.
Complete the following line by Jack O'Neill. We actually like the Madronans. They're nice people. And we've decided there is no way we would subject them to the likes of you. Deals off.
Jerks.
Incorrect. Which season 6 mainstay actor returns in season 7's Fallout?
Oh, Jonas.
Actor.
Current Nemec.
Correct. What was the name of the giant drill?
The dump. No, the DUEV.
Oh, yes, I'll give you that. What was the name of Jonas's assistant?
Oh, Kiana.
Correct. Who did she work for?
Ball.
Complete that line for 5 out of 5.
Me.
You're toast, baby!
Who do you work for?
That's what you get for dicking around.
Right.
No, you're toast. You're toast is the end of the line. You're toast. And then he said that.
Oh, then he said that, right. That was one of the great... that was the shining light for me in that half of the storyline where we had to keep going back this stupid Civil War bullshit. Was that RDA just had free range just to sit there and
Yeah.
just throw at
Yeah.
barbs the whole time.
Yeah.
Look disinterested and say fun shit. I'm like, this is
And
brilliant.
then just tap out. Be like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
jump
yeah.
in the lift and be like,
Going home.
I'm all out of
See ya.
patience there, Daniel. Daniel. Let me help you out, Daniel.
Rhys, your father made you wrong.
I almost forgot about that.
You stupid son of a bitch.
All right, that is episode 146 of Get Into Gate. We're back next week to talk Chimera.
oh, yeah.
I always used to thought it was Shimmerer.
Oh, really?
Oh, that shimmers in
Chimera.
this world is sure to fade
Away
again.
It's Chimera. That's
Chimera.
how you say it. Chimera.
Chim-
It means
chimera,
hybrid.
chim-
It means
chimera,
chimeric.
chim-
Hybrid animal.
It's Chimera.
Like you
Mitch
know
was
the
right.
you
Yeah,
know
it's
the
Chimera.
you know the man bat in the newest Batman game.
Say again.
The man bat.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me. He's a Chimera.
Chimera.
Chimeric.
Turmeric.
Chimera.
Camaro.
Cameron.
Whatever it's called.
So we'll be back to talk about that in our little look. It's not going to be Christmas themed. It'll be our pre-Christmas episode. So join us for that. You can check out all of our old episodes on the podcasting channels. Search Get Into Gate, Stargate Podcast, or follow us on the socials. Drop us a line at getintogate@gmail.com.
Shimmer on down to Patreon. Jump
Nah,
on board.
sorry, mate. You've just fallen out there.
Oh, sorry. Go on then.
Oh, Brendan's just bombed, so head to the Fallout shelter at patreon.com/Get Into Geek.
If you want to dump to fall out, then head over to our
I like it.
Patreon.
Oh, shit.
If you'd like to penetrate us, jump onto patreon.com/Get Into Geek.
And for any other penetration gear that you're after, also on the Patreon page, you can get exclusive access to the Gibson Brothers podcast. Plenty of chat about penetration and everything that leads to, and anything else, really.
I believe the Gibson Brothers are recording a Christmas special coming up.
Well, I mean, don't promise anything.
I just said I believe that. People believe in God doesn't mean it's true.
And
Again, don't promise anything.
And today, the 15th of December, happy birthday to one, Michael Shanks.
Oh, Shanksy, you big dog.
Happy birthday,
Shanksy,
Shanksy.
baby.
Just trying to
Not
take the
excited.
focus off Jonas as much as we can.
I didn't get you a present. I knew it was your birthday too.
Well, see, that was Shanksy's present to you. It was a Jonas episode. See?
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, Jonas gave that to me.
Corky.
Cookie.
Until Chimera, Cameron driving a Camaro.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
El Camino.
Oh, one of the great Jesse episodes. Extended even. I don't know what I'm talking
Breaking
about.
Bad, mate, for fuck's sake.
Catch up.
Jesus.
Where have you been?
Watch all the
Gossip
seasons
Girls
then.
is over.
Didn't they do a remake of that? Like 4 episodes or something?
Gossip Girls, yeah, pretty sure. Summer, autumn, winter, rain, something.
What?
Gossip Girls.
Dancing with you in the summer rain.
Oh, just
3 songs in
Rushing
one
it.
episode. Oh, Jesus.
Should have got that fired up on my old board. Instead of getting his pony.
Get Into Geek.